for Los Angeles. Both of these squads bring history and pride to these West Coast institutions that, while allied at times, want nothing more than to ring that victory bell right in the other guy's face. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Trojans will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Leaves it with the running back. Hard running there. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Bruins come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The give to the back. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. This crosstown rivalry dates back nearly 100 years, guys. The first meeting between the Trojans and the Bruins back in 1929.
Yeah, and every year since, one thing you know, Jesse, is the uniforms are crisp. They are clean. They are so sweet. You know this game means a lot late in the season every year.
This is definitely my favorite uniform game of the year, every year in college football, right? Both USC and UCLA with the home unis here in this great environment. But the game also means so much as well, and that's why there's this heightened sense of electricity and energy every time these two teams play.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football.
He's going for it all. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. And the runner is down, and so is the flag. There are penalties you sort of forget about, and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. Offense gets set for second down. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cox. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to third down. Third down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on third down, I still got that fourth down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got a man. It's Ruiz. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big third down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. The give from the gun. Thrust that arm out. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. For all of the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance at USC. You got to have a little bit of the boring to go with the glitz and the glam.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football, and now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away to buy time. Fires on the move. And a big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on 3rd down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And the Bruins can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Collins. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The victory bell's not some manufactured, concocted trophy, guys. This thing actually used to be on a train.
That is so cool. And the origins of the story of all these rivalries and the trophies, Jesse, it's so cool. It's fun to find out about. And these guys out here are learning on the job about it.
Yeah, it's just really such a point of pride, the victory bell. Not just here in the city of Los Angeles, but to these kids, there's just a different...
Breaks into the open. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
He'll try the left side. Got enough space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, UCLA. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. To the air, it's St. Clair. Looking deep. Brings it in down the left side. They make the stop, but this junior loves to show off his arm strength, and he did it there. That type of big play can even make Traveler perk up and take notice.
Hey, man, when I think about USC and just their pass, I just think about explosive. Explosive playmakers, making explosive plays down the field, finding those big wide receivers, making big plays.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Quarterback extends the play. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Wide open downfield. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Listen, QBs and wide receivers got to be on the same page, and you got to know when to throw that curl route. It's got to be on time, right when the wide receiver breaks so the DB can't catch up. Nice job, QB and wide receiver.
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Dropping back, it's Gandy. Bringing the heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes the grab. He works his way up to the 20-yard line and goes out of bounds there.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively. They're 3rd down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
And the returner will be brought down. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, There's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Pulls and fires complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Trojans want to move quickly. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Moving away from pressure. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He makes a grab. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal. The Trojans are flying down the field. A first down run in the red zone. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him.
Looking for the end zone. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Trying to bully their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
And how about this offensive line? Third and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on the running back to score that touchdown.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got his man. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. The Bruins want to crank the tempo.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Under fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hit as he throws. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
So after that incompletion, fourth down, you've got to hold serve if you're this offense, right? Both offenses up and down the field. The opponent scored twice. You scored a touchdown on your first drive. I think you got to go for it here because right now nobody's playing defense, and this game very easily could come down to which team has the ball last.
Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one.
Hits the afterburners. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red, inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. Can the defense stop him again on 2nd and goal? Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Looking to buy time. Oh, he's got some space. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Pulls it in. It's caught. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Caught near the sideline, it's Cox.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Now after the short completion, it's 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Wide receiver going in motion. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Looking for a huge play. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Bruins send out the punt unit. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Drives the back and leads it on the option. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Turning it on. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
And they find the big play wide receiver again. This guy has been featured early, and it looks like it's going to be often. Already over 100 yards, still in the second quarter. He is having himself a day.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Looking for room. It's Isaac. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
On fourth down, going to the air. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw at St. Clair. Into the end zone. Touchdown USC! Fired in from the red zone for the score. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these 2 guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these 2 guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Looking to throw on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. Makes the grab deep. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Bruins will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Wormley. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Going to the run to start this second half. Powers through the defender. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
That is such a nice example of the defense reading and reacting and locating the football on the sweep play. They weren't fooled at all. They knew they were trying to go to the outside. They got leverage, corralled the back, got him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so This coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half.
Pulls it in on the left. Sprinting away. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalries. You know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. To the air on first down. Using the quick game. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Now on first down from the 28. The give to the running back from the shotgun. There he goes. He's all the way across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41 in the running game, getting it done. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Might as well give it to him again. At the 45 on his way. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. And the Bruins will snap it on first and 10.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Bruins are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own state. Breaks into the open. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. 1st down from the 43. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. And the Trojans have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches.
Get set.
Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. They go to the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Okay,
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
Moves.
They'll leave it with him. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work.
Come on, set.
Grab near the marker. It's Vincent. Touchdown, Trojans! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. USC stretches out that lead, and not too far in the distance, they're starting to imagine the tones of the victory bell.
And USC has so much tradition, so much history, but they start every season. Jesse, they want this one. They want to make sure they beat their rival in L.A.
Yeah, you could tell, too. Talking to them before this game, they knew how important it was going to be to play well in the 2nd half. They had to have energy. They had to execute, and right now they're getting ready to chant, "Fight on," at the end of this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here.
Sends it downfield. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
They'll move the wide receiver. Jet sweep to the receiver. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Well, you know this defense was practicing and game planning for this guy in particular. They knew with his speed at receiver, not only would he be catching the football, but they were going to get him involved in the run game as well. That defense looked ready for that play.
Looking for a man. It's Lawrence. It's complete to the left. Oh, he's got some space. And the defense got it. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. First play of the drive comes from the 41. The inside handoff. Oh, he's got a chance. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
With the catch, it's Cox. Tackle was made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Ruiz. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty.
Let's go.
Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Cox. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
And that is another first down.
They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. On the ground, it's Cox. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the third quarter. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Handoff from the gun. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bruins! This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
On to attempt the try. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Georgia is just getting the backside of those Silver Britches kicked today. This is the kind of game diehards of other SEC programs have been waiting for. They're trailing by 17 to South Carolina. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going here.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. The give to the single back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
42, Spider.
Try to get it to the edge. Finding an escape route. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
They believe they can run right here. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be...
Turning it on. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Wants to throw on first down. Hauls it in. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Calls his own number. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And this is going to be incomplete on third down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Quarterback making adjustments. On fourth down, looking to pass. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.